Ibu, selamat sore. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Erasmus House and to the library. It's great to see so many people here in our library. My name is Nicolaas de Recht. I'm the new director of Erasmus House, and I would like to welcome you all in our library here. Who of you have already visited our library? Can I see some hands? Okay, that's already 50%, so that's good. The other ones will come next time again. And I would also do a warm welcome to our special guests for this Bobo talk. Renske Lamers, can you show yourself? Yeah. This is Renske. She is the editor-in-chief of Bobo Netherlands. Then we have Peter Huisteeg, the director-publisher of Blink. He's not only publishing Bobo, but much more than that. Then we have Mr. David Toratorp, the editor-in-chief of Bobo Indonesia and the Grid Network. Thank you very much. Then we also have Mr. Yani Kurniawan. Yes, there in the corner. Welcome. Yeah, from the Pulo Imaji Foundation. Thank you very much for all the arrangements. Thank you very much. And we have the moderator for today. It's the most important part, actually, because she will do the Bobo talk. Alicia, hello. That's right. Yeah. As I said, I'm very honored today to do this opening for the Bobo talk. For some of you who've already visited the Erasmus House, or who did not, just briefly, the Erasmus House for more than 53 years has been the cultural center of the Netherlands Embassy in Jakarta. It's a beacon for us for cultural diplomacy and cooperation between the Netherlands and Indonesia. And the Erasmus House is not only a cultural house or a landmark building here in Jakarta, because our house is named after the great Dutch philosopher Erasmus of Rotterdam. He was a leading humanist from the Renaissance. He was one of the fathers of free thought and teaches us that we should think for ourselves and be creative. Therefore, our house, this house, Erasmus House, is also a place for communities of practice, a venue for the creating, connecting and sharing of knowledges and experience among Indonesian and Dutch and other foreigners. We are a meeting place for everyone, and we firmly believe in diversity and inclusivity. Then on Bobo, because I think most of you have been growing up with Bobo. We don't have to say too much about it because we have the Bobo talk, so you can exchange your experiences later on. And I think just like Bobo, the Bobo magazine, that has been read through many generations of children and parents in both Indonesia and the Netherlands, Bobo is also connecting between the readers, the Indonesian readers and the Dutch readers. I think you might even call it a sort of shared history among us. And last decade, Bobo went viral and global, as the younger generations are also reading online a digital copy of the magazine and all other stories about the Bobo family. That I could never have envisaged when I was reading my Bobo on the couch with my parents and sisters in the 70s. So now you know something about my age, yeah. As I said this afternoon, we will learn everything about the character Bobo and his family. And it has become quite a large family with Opa, Oma, Tante, Oom, and the dog Frommel, which is actually my personal hero. So for today, the main question is, who's Bobo? What do we know about the smiling 9-year-old blue rabbit? Big ears and his family that never aged in all those years. The question is, what's that secret about? So we're all gonna hear in the Bobo talk. Really looking forward. And I think to conclude that Bobo and his family stayed and will stay with us for many generations to come, connecting young readers all over the world. And I think to say in general, reading, both on paper or online, depending on your generation, is fun and very healthy. And it helps to shape children's and parents' view on future life. I think that's one of the main reasons we're all in our library today. Reading is very inspiring and keeps you mental fit and alive. I wish you all a very inspiring Bobo Talk. And please ask every question you always want to know about Bobo and his family. So don't forget it, also the younger generation, not only the parents, because we all want to know that question. So thank you very much. And very briefly on today's program, I would like to give the floor to, for a short introduction, to Mr. Let me see where. Yes, to Mr. Yani Kurniawan for the brief introduction. Thank you very much. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Bobo, of course, is very special, but we have Erasmo. So Erasmo is very happy to has a friend with Bobo now. So see you later.
Okay, thank you everyone for being here. During the short registration period, we are not anticipating so many people registering, so we have over 300 people in short notice registering for this event. Unfortunately, we can only host some of you, but I am very delighted that to see so many the city is full and we have people outside watching as well. I think we can agree. I think at least for me personally that Bobo is my first portal into literary and literacy. So I learned my first fiction. I read my first fiction, my short stories through Bobo magazine. I read my first comic strip through Bobo magazine. I learned about the European style of illustration and both Indonesian illustration from Bobo magazine, and then that expanded to many reading material throughout the years, and of course also some of the first non-fiction, some of the science like science and then popular knowledge. I learned it also from Bobo. So just a short notice from a notice of appreciation to also to Erasmus House. This is actually a long process that we actually have planned this together with Erasmus. So Nicholas, thank you for again agreeing to collaborate with our foundation, and I hope that this discussion will be going smoothly, and everything that you have the burning question that you already have from home can be answered here. I would like to also add that throughout the years, Bobo has me as back then I was a child reading Bobo, and now I'm a parent of two boys and also reading Bobo. And the next future generation, I hope, are still reading Bobos. I know for one thing for sure, Mas David and Peter and Renke, you've done a great job in making ensuring that children reading Bobo are in the safest hand. So their knowledge, I mean, everything that have been in Bobo and will be is already curated and through careful consideration to ensure the highest quality possible reading material for our children. So I think that's conclude my short remarks, and I hope you guys will enjoy this the next incoming discussion. Thank you again.
Thank you very much for sharing your personal experience and good memories with Bobo. Now I would like to hand over you to our moderator, who will tell you much more about Bobo and invite people forward to start our Bobo talk. Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lalitya Absari, and I'm going to take over now from Mr. Nicholas. Thank you for this opportunity. So we're here for an exciting fusion, the artist talk growing up with Bobo. Today we're celebrating a dynamic collaboration between Erasmus House, Jakarta, and the 17.000 Pulau Imaji Foundation. I think I resonate with what Mas Yani said. Bobo is actually in my first core memory about science, about literally, and it's really interesting, and it's really an honor for me to be here today with everyone. So Bobo magazine has been a key reading source for Indonesian children for decades. It's first introduced in 1973 multiple generations have cherished its stories. So this year, Bobo is turning 50. But as Mr. Nicholas said, he didn't age at all. It's still 10 on the book. So through Bobo, children gain foundational knowledge and even form parts of their identities. Originally, Bobo was first launched in the Netherlands in 1968 before expanding to various countries, including Indonesia. There are noticeable differences between Bobo as published by Blink Publishers in the Netherlands and Grid Network in Indonesia, which is a part of Kompas Gramedia Group. And each version has evolved to cater its unique audience. So we're going to talk about this later with the two amazing speakers who's going to sit with me today. So both versions of Bobo actually have expanded digitally and branched out into various other intellectual properties. So in our session today, this special event, the representative from both countries will join a forum. They'll discuss Bobo's journey in their respective regions, compare content, and delve into their development over the years. So I would like to welcome our first speaker who's going to join with me today, which is Pak David Togatorop. Can you please go to the front? Yes. So Pak David, here is the editor-in-chief. You can sit here. Okay. Pak David is the editor-in-chief at Majalah Bobo Indonesia, which is under Kompas Gramedia Group. He also serves as editor-in-chief for Nakita ID, which is a parenting media. And he's been a regular speaker and Bobo representative for various events. And I just know earlier today that Pak David's birthday is actually the same as Bobo's Indonesia's birthday, right? And so it's like a destiny for you to be here. And our next speaker is Bu Renske Lammers. Give a warm applause for Bu Renske. Bu Renske is a mother of two boys, an editor-in-chief at Blink Publishers with 11 years of experience. So Blink publishes multiple children brands, not only Bobo, but also in National Geographic Junior. She leads the editorial team responsible for children's content and products. And she's very passionate about her playful and impactful role in children's media. So before we talk, the three of us, maybe I'm going to invite Pak David first to share a little bit about insights from his extensive journey with the magazine.
Yeah, thank you, Kak. Yeah, hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be here, and I'm honored, to be invited. Yeah, people in our office are honored to be invited here to talk about Bobo. Like mentioned before, Bobo is celebrating its 50th birthday this year. Okay, and I'm having the same birthday as Bobo. Yeah, but I'm younger than Bobo's 50th birthday. Yeah, I may look older than Bobo 50th birthday, but actually I'm younger than Bobo's 50th birthday. So. I actually have a presentation to show to all of you. Do we have it ready? Yeah? No? Yeah. So I'm going to explain Bobo journey from 50 years ago until today and the milestones that Bobo went through so far. Pak Yakob dan Pak Oyong are the founders of Kompas Gramedia. Started from the Intisari magazine. I'm sure all of you, some of you know, Intisari magazine and Kompas Daily. And then at some point, a few years later, I'm actually the fourth generation of people handling Bobo. The first generations were Ibu Tineke. We used to call her Zus Tin. Zus is tante. In Dutch, right? Zus Tin. And Pak Adi. There was a story told me a story was a person told me that the history why Sustin started to publish Bobo was quite interesting. Yeah, one day Sustin was visiting the Netherlands. Yeah, I forgot which city. Yeah. So she was sitting on the bench, yeah, waiting for the bus or tram. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, so she was sitting on the bench and she saw a piece of paper, yeah, from Bobo magazine, yeah, yeah. So she read the story in that piece of paper, and then she returned to Indonesia and talked to people, yeah, that I found this. A paper from this magazine is for children, and I think it would be good if we publish this magazine. Yeah. So it started from a piece of paper, yeah, a piece of paper from Bobo, Netherlands, and the rest is, as you say, the rest is history. 50 years history and 50 years more to go. So, Justin. Tindakala Tumeton were appointed to oversee Majalah Bobo. Yeah, even though I was the fourth generation, yeah, I started working with Justin 20 something years ago. I knew her personally, and I knew her passions for children, yeah, for children's stories and children magazines, especially Bobo. Yeah, before that, I was also handling another children magazine. Yeah, you probably know Donald Bebek magazine. So I have a son. Yeah, he's 18 now, and he could read and write. Yeah, jadi dia bisa baca itu from Donald and Bobo, not from his teacher at school, but because he read Donald and Bobo. So, next slide, please. Yeah. So it was in 1973. Majalah Bobo was born. Yeah. Next slide, Kak. Yeah. The first contents of the first edition, yeah. There is an exhibition, yeah, upstairs on the second floor, showing the first edition. Or you can read, you can scroll to the digital version on the screen, the first edition of Bobo magazine, and yeah, it was quite, yeah, you can probably say it was quite simple. The layout was, yeah, simple, and but the illustrations are the first class illustration, yeah. The best illustration that we still have until now. Yeah, there were stories about Ricky Tikitafi, Ayu Mewarnai, and we have comic strips, Kisah Paman Kikuk, and of course the stories of Bobo family. Yeah, during the first few editions, only the comic strip Keluarga Kelinci, yeah, comic Bobo was printed in colors, yeah, because at that time, yeah, printing papers in colors was such a luxury. Yeah, it was quite expensive. Yeah, so people prefer to print the magazine in black and white. Yeah, so only the stories of Bobo was printed in color. And also during the first few years of the publication, we have cerita dari negeri dongeng. Yeah, stories from the fairy tale land. Yeah. Do you know cerita dari negeri dongeng itu tentang apa? Yeah. Do you know cerita dari negeri dongeng what is about? Yeah, it's about the stories of Oki and Nirmala. Oki dan Nirmala. Yeah. Oki si kurcaci nakal, and Nirmala peri yang baik, bidadari yang baik hati. Okay, next. Yeah, the first few editions of Bobo, they were of course entirely created, made from the stories from the Netherlands versions, but we managed to entirely create it the local content by our own editorial team here in Indonesia. Yeah, and we continue to introduce new unique content such as folk tales, feature stories from various regions of Indonesia, and articles about science, etc., created by our own team. Yeah. And if I may add here, yeah, if you look at these two covers, yeah, Bobo and Bobo Indonesia and Bobo Netherlands, yeah, you will probably at a glance know there are differences. Yeah. There are differences. Yeah. How come the character from Bobo Netherlands is like this and the Bobo from Indonesia is like this? Well, it's basically because the target audience from each publication is quite different, right, Renske? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the target audience for Bobo Belanda is actually for preschoolers, yeah, for kindergartens, yeah. So the activities are about coloring, simple stories, yeah, drawing. But the target audience for Bobo Indonesia is for elementary students, yeah, children age 7 to 12, yeah. That's why the characterization is different, yeah. Bobo here, yeah, is Bobo Indonesia is like this, and Bobo Netherlands is like this because the target audience is different, yeah. We used to publish, yeah, this version too, yeah, versi Bobo preschool seperti ini. We used to publish it too, and we still have it at the right now in Bobo Indonesia in our regular edition. One of the milestones of our local content is that we created Potret Negeri, yeah, Potret Negeriku magazine, yeah, because we thought that stories or articles highlighting the best parts of Indonesia, the best culture of Indonesia would be interesting for children to read, yeah, so that they will know the culture from various regions of Indonesia, yeah. Potret Negeriku, yeah. Next, this is the magazine, yeah, Potret Negeriku. It's not in publication anymore, yeah, but the content of this magazine highlighting the cultures or the custom, the tradition from various parts of Indonesia. Yeah, it's one of our contribution to our country. Yeah. Telling people that we have rich custom, we have rich culture. So Bobo will not only talk about the La La Land, yeah, fairy tales, yeah, but also talk about what reals that what are the realities that we have in Indonesia. Next slide, please. Potret Negeriku is translated to photos from our country, ya. Potret Negeriku kurang lebih more or less like that, ya. Yeah, what I mentioned before is majalah Bobo Junior is actually the Indonesian version of the Netherlands version, Bobo Junior. Yeah, Bobo Netherlands began publication in 1968. Correct me if I'm wrong, Renske. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, I'm right. Yeah, I did some research. A few years later, yeah, Bobo Netherlands began to be translated into several languages, and then in 1973, yeah, Kompas Gramedia gave birth to majalah Bobo Indonesia. Yeah, and on April 9 in 2002, majalah Bobo Junior, the Indonesian version of the Netherlands version, was launched featuring original characters from Bobo, Netherlands. This magazine was created for children aged 3 to 6 years old. Currently Bobo Junior is published once a month as a part of Majalah Bobo under the section called Lembar Bobo Junior pages. Next slide, please. This year marks the 50th birthday of Majalah Bobo. If you look at the back cover for this edition, it shows the original versions of Bobo polishing shoes too. But the current version, the 50th birthday versions, shows that Bobo has evolved into modern era. He owns a laptop now. There wasn't any laptop 50 years ago. Probably there was. But in European or in American probably. So now Bobo still maintaining child activities, the fun of what children usually have, But also Bobo has also begun to incorporate technologies in his daily life. So 50 years of Bobo magazine. Still 10 years old, but the magazine is 50 years old. Okay, next slide, please. So what are the progress? What has Majalah Bobo evolved during the last few years? So Bobo involved transition to other media platforms. We have podcasts, Dongeng Pilihan Orang Tua, Parents' Choice Fairy Tale Podcast in Spotify, and we also we are also in Noise. If you are familiar to a platform like Spotify, we have Noise. I'm not promoting Noise. Just as you know, NOICE. Noise. So make sure you subscribe and listen to the channels. Next. And we have also digital versions of the magazine. We have Bobo ID, and we are also in other digital assets on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads too, or X, X and Threads, Next slide, Kak. And on Bobo ID website, we have articles about education, science, cultures. When it was first launched, if we are talking about paid views, about views from the website, it was quite so ordinary, But during the pandemic, people, children learn at home, studied from home, and they access to our website hundreds more percent, multiple times, multiple times, about 200 or 300, probably 400%, visits to our websites, bobo.id. What do we showcase in this website? Mostly we show lessons, school lessons. So children want to know how to answer their homeworks and want to understand better what their teacher explained at school, and they access Bobo ID for answers or for explanation. Next slide, please. We also have a YouTube channel. About 2 years ago, we reached the mark of 1 million subscribers, gold play button. It was quite an achievement for children channel. Jangan dibandingkan dengan Atta Halilintar atau runs begitu ya. Ya, but for children channel, ya it is a very big achievement. Yeah. The contents are from Bobo's magazine, ya, Oki Nirmala, Bona, the Purple Elephant, and other information, science, and education. Next slide, Kak. Yeah, that's the end of our presentation. So thank you very much. Yeah, I know that I've met a lot of people. Yeah. I've met a lot of people, including important people in the government. Yeah, VVIP from the government who told us I become what I am now today because of Bobo. Yeah, for us, it's what we do, what we have done for all those years actually pay off, to know that people really get something from what we write and what we show in our magazine. Yeah, I see that there are little children here. Yeah. They probably spend screen time on their gadgets more than they read Bobo magazine. But yeah, for me, it's an honor, to know that parents are starting to introduce Bobo to their children. Yeah, it's like passing the family legacy. Yeah, hey hey kid. Yeah. This is what I read when I was at your age. So this is what you should do now. Yeah, passing the legacy to their children, and it's what make us always have the vision, the strength, the patience to continue what we are doing right now. Because we know that people out there still believe in Majalah Bobo and still believe that their children can get a lot of things, can be smarter, can have good attitude, good character from Bobo magazines. Yeah, that really, warms our hearts, and we cannot thank you enough for trusting Bobo to be a part of Bobo's 50th journey so far. Yeah, to tell you the truth, me and friends at the office, we actually cried when we read your comments from our social media, to know that Bobo is a part of our family. Yeah, how they walk miles. Yeah, to buy Bobo magazine from their own pocket money, and I did the same too. Yeah. My parents didn't have enough money to give me to buy me Bobo, so I saved my pocket money and I walk 10 kilometers every Tuesday. Yeah, in the middle of the afternoon, to go to the newspaper stand, 10 kilometers to buy Bobo. And I cannot thank you enough for doing the same thing and making Bobo still in your hearts today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak David. Wow. I mean, what a story. I mean, we can see like how passionate Pak David is with Bobo. I have questions already, but before we go into the discussion, maybe I will invite Bu Renske to enlighten us with the fascinating evolution of Bobo in the region.
Yes. Thanks very much for having me here today. I'm getting a little bit emotional because of your words, David. But that's been happening to me all week here, because Bobo in the Netherlands is really popular and a big brand. But when I came here, so many people of you told me this week, I grew up with Bobo, I remember. And also the stories which you are going to see upstairs, the first Bobo, there's recognition in there with people who saw it before or who still know the stories. It's so nice that we can say after 50 years that Bobo still touches the hearts of children here in Indonesia and also in the Netherlands. That's something I think to be proud of together also, that a jolly blue rabbit can do that. Just a jolly blue rabbit. So I have a presentation too. I don't know if there's a clicker somewhere or you're going to, yeah. All right. Next sheet, please. Yeah. Maybe it's nice to tell that the tree you saw on the first page, it's the house of Bobo in the Netherlands. So he lives in a really fantastic, adventurous tree house. What you see here, David showed it already, but our very first edition of Bobo in 1968, and the evolving of it to the edition you see next to that in 2023. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of history about it. Next sheet, please. Yeah. So David already told you that Bobo Netherlands started in 1968. But I also heard that a lot of people of you didn't know that Bobo was originally Dutch. Well, I have another secret to tell you, because before Bobo was in the Netherlands, it was an English magazine called Bobo Bunny. It existed for 3 years and then they stopped. So after that, in the early 70s, Bobo officially became a Dutch magazine with a Dutch editorial team. And around the same time, it came to Indonesia too. So it's quite special. Bobo, like David told you, is in the Netherlands kids aged 3 to 6, so they are a little bit younger than here. And the first years until early thousands, the content in Bobo was really various. So a lot of famous Dutch writers or illustrators published their work into Bobo, like maybe you know Paul van Loon or Annie M.G. Schmid. They all published their work. Also Sesame Street and other characters were in the magazine. But that changed when Blink Publishers came to the ownership of Bobo, because I think in history you see a lot of evolving of the brands. Also, what David told you. But we were also searching, like, after so many years, how do you keep the rabbit relevant for your target group? So we decided, or Blink Publishers decided, to just focus on Bobo as a character and bring his world to life for the children. So that means there are no other characters in Bobo right now. It's only Bobo and his family and his friends that are in the center of the brand. And it makes it easy to produce content if you have like a world you can shape. So I will tell you later on a little bit more. I will show you our real life Bobo we have already. But that's a big difference. I think I'm really proud of it. Over the years, many other children brands appeared and disappeared. And that Bobo is still going strong in so many years. Yeah, I think it's wonderful and also something to be very proud of together. Next sheet, please. Yeah. So, still one of the most popular brands also in the Netherlands. What do we do? The main formula of the magazine or the brand is just to challenge the preschoolers to develop initial skills, personality, and also to explore the world. And if I say skills, you know, I think the Bobo here is more about reading also and exploring the world. But our target audience, they are in the development phase, that they have to learn how to write letters or recognize colors or try to count the numbers. So we try to help them to develop these important skills. So after that, they can learn how to really write and read. So that's very important. Also, one of the reasons I think that Bobo is still so strong in the Netherlands is because it's trusted by parents and teachers a lot. Because they know that if they give a Bobo to their kids or they leave their kid into a Bobo environment, they know it's safe. They know it will be education. They know it will be fun, but they don't have to worry about other things that they don't want their kids to see if they enjoy Bobo. So I think it keeps us strong also. And we also have a really, really good connection to all our schools, our primary schools in the Netherlands. Once a year, about 400,000 children in schools get a free Bobo in September. So they can take it home and they can play with it. And for us, hopefully, we get a new subscription to the magazine. Yes. So what do we have? What started out as a magazine evolved over the years, and right now we don't have only the magazine, but we also have an app. It's a playhouse where you can the tree house where you can play in online. We also have a website, but for us the website is more for the parents because kids aged 4 years are not really on websites. If they are online, they play in an app or they go to YouTube or they watch video on demand. Content. So the website is purely information, and you have a few coloring pages or puzzles to do for the kids. We have our social media, also mainly focused on the parents, merchandise, and I think the most important change we made over the years is that we have our own YouTube channel with content. And now we are also making all kinds of stories and songs for Spotify. So, yep. Next one, please. Yeah. There's a few boring digits. No, it's nice to see. Our target group, 3 to 6. And we publish once a month. That's a regular magazine. But we also have specials. So 2 times a year, we will have this really big book that they can take on a holiday or they can play with when they have Christmas holiday. We sell about 30 copies a month. So I think it's not bad. If you have 17 million people in the Netherlands, I think it's 200 million here. Yeah, so still 30,000 is quite a lot. Our Bobo newsletter, I don't know if you have newsletters also, yeah, also for parents, yeah. Go to 45,000 parents a month. So there's information in there about Bobo, but also things they can do with their kids, fun educational stuff. And our Bobo YouTube channel, yeah, you told me 1 million subscribers, okay. That's a lot. But for 17 million people in the Netherlands, we have 80,000 subscribers right now, and our content is really popular. So the content we are producing now, some of the videos have been watched more than 1 or 2 million times and still going strong. So I think that's also fantastic about the Bobo content, that every time there will be new readers, and every time if you make the right content and you know what the target group wants, then it can be fun over and over and over again. Then our Bobo Spotify, we just tried that last year. We didn't do any marketing or something with it, but we put a few songs on there. And we were a little bit shocked to see that without any efforts, they were listened to. We had like 2 million streams in 1 year. So that says something about new opportunities and where we can go for the future. That Spotify is a really good place to be, I think, for kids also. Not only watching, but also listening to Bobo. So how do we stay relevant over these years? Because yes, true, kids are now more online than ever. They were born in a digital time, so they don't know any better. And for us, it's important to see how do we change our brand, or how do we keep our brand relevant for the kids? Next sheet, please. Yes. So the most important thing we are doing in our office, everything we are producing, we do it from human-centered design. So no product or no brand in our company is built without us knowing our target group really, really deeply. So all of our colleagues are in schools, at home, playgrounds, talking to children, just because we really, really want to know what drives them, and we really want to know what content we can best make for them. So we're putting the kids and also the parents in the center of our development process. And you can see here on the sheet, like we call it insights. It's the deeply, how do you call it, needs, the deep needs from the kids. So what do they want to do? For example, Bobo, if you have a Bobo kid at home, maybe you can recognize if I say he or she wants to do everything himself. I want to put on my shoes. I want to eat myself. So it's really important for the target group, Bobo target group, to give them autonomy, to let them do things themselves. So when they get the Bobo, we make sure if they read it once and they played with it once, that the second time they don't need their parents to work in Bobo. They know what to do. And that will make him very proud. And he likes that too, because he wants to show what he can do. He wants to be big, he wants to grow up, and he wants to learn more. So by constantly being in touch with the target group, we know exactly how to make the concept or how to make a product. And we always keep the kid in the center. Also, we involve teachers in every edition we make, because it's such they are developing their first skills, and when they go to school, they have like the timeline for when they are going to learn something about the teaching of the numbers or the words they are learning. So every issue has been checked by teachers, or we talk to them like, how can we make it better, or how do we adjust to the teaching methods they have. So you see, oh yeah, okay. You see down there, sometimes we go to school, you see some kids, and sometimes also kids come to the office and play with us. The second thing we do is we focus on the most important preschool teams from the kids, because they all experience the same first things in the Netherlands. Like they go to school for the first time, or they learn how to ride a bike. Everybody in the Netherlands rides a bike, and it's one of the biggest things you learn when you are like 3 or 4 years old. And also learning how to swim. So we are making content for the kids around these important first-time experiences, and it helps the kids just to prepare for it, and it also helps the parents to prepare for it, so they can both enjoy the fine moments together. Thank you. Next sheet, please. Yes. And then also, yeah, we talked about it earlier, and David, to keep reinventing yourself. A magazine only is not enough anymore. I think a big difference between here and in the Netherlands is that our target group is younger, so they still need paper. They need paper for cutting, they need paper for coloring, they need paper to play with. So in the Netherlands, it's still going strong, also the paper version, but they're also somewhere else. So one of the things we did was our sister company, Blink Education, makes teaching methods also for primary school. And we have an English method with Bobo at the center of it. So kids in kindergarten can learn English together with Bobo. So that's one of the things. Our YouTube channel, it's maybe a funny thing to tell you too, but a nice connection that in 2010, we just let the Bobo world come to life. So we made this real action figure. That's the Bobo you see down there. And she's been played by an actor, Denise is her name, for over 13 years now. And she's half Indonesian. Her mother was born in Java, in Jakarta. So I think that's really nice. There's a really nice little connection to that. What's really nice about this construction is that the kids in the Netherlands, they know Bobo's voice. They know how Bobo looks like in real life. So it makes it really easy for us to let Bobo tell stories, or to let Bobo sing a song, or to make a television show, or television programs around our brand. So that's what we are doing now, mostly. The YouTube channel and the Spotify. And how are we looking to the future? For example, right now we are looking into our own Bobo video on demand system. Because the YouTube channel is so popular, and you have, of course, the Netflix and all kind of big streaming parties, but we think there might be potential for our own video platform, because parents can let their kids watch good content there and feel safe to let the kids see the video content. And for example, if they have this subscription on Bobo, or be a member of Bobo, then you can read the magazine and you can get a book, and you can also have access to this safe environment with video content. Next slide, please. Yeah. So this is just our Blink team, and Bobo Belanda says hi to you all. These are the beautiful people I work with every day. We make 4 brands. It's Bobo, it's National Geographic Kids, and 2 other Dutch brands. We love our jobs really very much because we can play every day and we can stay a child a little bit. Yes. And the last one.
Hey snuffelsnuit, welkom op mijn eigen YouTube-kanaal. Natuurlijk is mijn beste vriend Tjerk er ook bij. Hoi! Samen gaan we op avontuur en dansen we op onze leukste liedjes. Doe je mee? En wil je niks missen? Abonneer je dan hier. Veel plezier!
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, we don't have much time left, but I have questions. Maybe later I will throw to the audience to ask questions. Maybe first to Bu Renske. It's really interesting. Pa David told us about the changes from the Bobo inception until today. What are the key things, if you can sum it down maybe into three key things that are changing since in 1968 until now in terms of Bobo in Netherlands?
Yeah. I think if you look at the character in the Netherlands, the character changed a little bit more. So that's one. Then the second thing is, I think the content of Bobo. So Bobo at first was more of a platform for all kinds of literary and all kinds of other characters. And now itself is Bobo, so it's focused on Bobo. And I think the third thing, there are more propositions. It's not only a magazine. It's a magazine, yes. It's not there once a week anymore. It's once a month. but it's more of a brand. I think it's more of a brand, from magazine to brand.
So magazines,
Yeah,
your brand, and
yeah.
now really focusing on Bobo. And
Yeah.
maybe in Indonesia, what happened in Indonesia, Pak David? Is it also the same thing, or it's different, or maybe because in Indonesia we see like 50%, right? It's really contextual to Indonesia, and you promote cultures there. Is there any change like from its beginning until now?
Well, I'm not saying changes, but I would rather say we adapt. Yeah, we adapt to what people need. Yeah, if you're familiar with Bobo, you will probably know that at some point in our journey, we put photos of children celebrities on the cover. Yeah, like Tasya atau Sherina, etc., etc. To because those were the times that people need to know about famous children stars. Yeah, we didn't have YouTube or we didn't have Instagram at this time, so Bobo tried to be the source of informations. What are those stars doing at the moment? Yeah, but time changes. Needs change again, so we adapt to what people need. So if people now need more content of science and educations, yeah, we provide more of that content. And also the same as like Renske said, yeah, we try to be in every platform available. Yeah, we have the streaming platform, Spotify. We are on YouTube, and every social media exists on Earth at the moment. We try to be there, and yeah, we try to be more modern. Yeah, we try to be modern. We talk about AI. We talk about mental health, etc., etc.
So for me, it's amazing that this Bobo can be really different, like into two countries, and one is really focused on Bobo and focus with the teachers and schools, and the other one is really introducing like the cultures, what's happening around us, and everything. And how? Maybe my next question is, how do you manage to maintain Bobo with all the freedom of contextuality, whether in Netherlands and in Indonesia? How do you keep it focused on the character itself? Maybe Burenska first.
So the question is, how do we focus on the character or keep it focused on the character? How do we keep it alive? Or,
So because it's really different between the Netherlands and Indonesia. So how do you communicate and collaborate together? But so to maintain that freedom, but also still in one voice.
You mean the two countries? Okay. I think the team here does a really good job producing it here, and I think that's also the most powerful about it, because the local team knows their audience the best. So they do it all by themselves, and we have contact sometimes in between, but I don't think it's necessary to tell each other what to do in your
or
own
maybe
country.
you have future collaborations like in mind.
Oh yeah, we would
between
love
two.
to, but that's also we were talking about that, and I was talking about it to Vinka, one of the marketing colleagues. Like if we had the same character, you know, our Bobo is 5 years old, and the Indonesian Bobo is 9 years old or 10 years old. That's a big difference. So if we had the same character, we could collaborate more and make content together and share it. But now it's not possible because the needs are, I think, quite different. The needs from the Indonesian audience is different from the Dutch
Okay,
audience.
maybe in the future, like
Maybe when Bobo Junior comes back.
so maybe there's that you
Yes.
can collaborate there. Okay, part of it, it's amazing to see that the YouTube channel has like 1 million subscribers for a very educational but entertaining. What types of contents in YouTube that is most popular in Bobo's YouTube?
Indonesian YouTube audience like stories, yeah, likes dongeng, yeah. If Bapak Ibu here, ya, kalau Bapak Ibu di sini punya anak, if you have children, you will know that your children will be glued on YouTube screen, yeah, if they watch dongeng, fairy tales, and at one point, it is really exciting to know that digital content collaborates with classical content. Yeah. The platform is modern, but the content is classic. Yeah, dongeng, fairy tales, and those are the things that we learn that if we rely on the content and if we manage to use the platform properly, that it will create a very powerful. It will convey a very powerful message to young children. Yeah. So during the past few years, we also learned that educational content, yeah, such as about suns, about stars, about the planets, children love them. Yeah. So we try to create more content like that.
Okay, so maybe in the Netherlands, I saw it's actually Spotify, the 2 million streams per year, and that's very amazing. And I saw you. There are two types of content in the
Yes.
Spotify: stories and songs. Is it the same? Like stories are more popular? In the stream?
It's both popular because I think it's because of the voice of Bobo they recognize. And we also have these major events like Christmas or Sinterklaas, we call it. And then children sing songs. And we also produce them with Bobo. So it will come back every year. I think they're both popular. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any streaming in Spotify here, Pak David?
Yes.
No.
It's not directly under the name of Bobo, but it's under the name of Dongeng Pilihan Orang Tua. Yeah, it's on Spotify.
The one you showed us.
It is a collaboration between Bobo and Nakita.id and some other brands in our Kompas Gramedia Group who also produce fairy tale or content dongeng. Yeah, so it is under the stories. Are under the name Dongeng Pilihan Orang Tua on Spotify.
Okay. So maybe Pak David, following up to that, at what point in time that Bobo started to be more digital?
Yeah. Our team now consists of Gen Z. Yeah. So during the past few years, 5 or 7 years back, more young people were being recruited, and they know a lot of things about technologies, about platform, about social media, and we said, hey, why not use what you know to develop our brand? So they started a YouTube channel. Yeah, like any YouTube channel, it started with 1 subscriber, which is our own team. Yeah, with 1 subscriber, and we didn't really expect that it will grow to 1 million subscribers. Yeah, we were amazed as much as you are. Yeah, how can a children YouTube channel can gain 1 million subscribers? There are a lot of children channels on YouTube who have million subscribers, but for us, for a brand, which tells stories, can reach 1 million subscribers, still amaze us up until today.
Okay, I think we talked earlier about the series. It actually started in 2010, right? What about the other platforms? When is there like a definitive point in time where you start? Okay, we have to go digital, or it went like gradually.
No, I think it evolved through times, but because we started this new series in 2010 and a new character, we developed the character. All the new content started from 2010. So there's also this digital platform, the Treehouse, where they can play in. It's also based on the same, how do you call it, core or Bobo. From 2010. And actually right now we are looking into developing it more because the technical background of the website is not really, how do you call it, from modern anymore. So probably we will we will develop it over the next few years and make it better. So there's always things to explore and make new, I think.
Is there a reason, like a story or inspiration, on why you choose a person like to and the voice of Bobo instead of animation or other medium?
I think that you can really bring her to life, him, I have to say, because the actor is a woman. I'm sorry. You can really bring Bobo to life, and you can really bring her right here. You know, if she was here, she could be standing here, and Bobo was here.
Can she speak Indonesian? Can she speak Indonesian?
Indonesian.
Yeah. Yes, she can.
She can. Okay.
So you should probably invite her one time here. You can see. She asked, "Can I come?" So maybe next time. No, what makes it really beautiful is that you give her a real you give Bobo a real voice. You can bring her. Kids can touch her. You can make any kind of productions with her. You know, not only her being there, but also the voice. They know if you hear her speak, you know it's Bobo. We did the same thing with this. Oh yeah.
Hoi! Samen gaan we op avontuur en dansen we op onze leukste liedjes. Doe je mee? En wil je niks missen? Abonneer dan hier. Veel plezier!
Yeah, there he is. And it's not only Bobo, but it's also Cherk, his best friend. And Cherk is also there for 13 years already, and they always play together. They know Bobo even better, I think, than the editorial team does, because they are the two characters.
Doe je mee? En wil je niks missen? Abonneer dan hier. Veel plezier!
That's interesting. Well, I actually have many questions, but I'm sure also the audience wants to ask. So maybe before I give the audience opportunity to ask directly to you, maybe I want to ask a little bit personal. Beside Bobo, which character that resonates with you? David or Burense?
No, I think I still have to say Bobo, because I also grew up with Bobo. And I knew when I was a little girl, I wanted to work with Kids Brand, or I wanted to help kids to develop or give them something, our future people. And Bobo, because I do 4 brands right now at Blink Media, but I think the happiest is Bobo, because every time you see Bobo on a screen or in a magazine, or you see her walk into this room, everybody smiles. Everybody has a happy face, because it's a jolly blue rabbit. And it's also, I think, because the target group is so nice. They are still so young, and they are so real, and they still have to learn so much and ask all the questions they want to ask. How can you not love that?
Okay, I want to ask Pak David, but maybe I know the answer already.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Is there any favorite other than Bobo, Pak David? Because in Indonesia, like maybe we can see upstairs, it's very different. It has a lot. The family tree is so big, and we have a lot of characters, and also in the other stories too. Yeah, Pak David. Maybe if you can choose
Yeah,
aside from Bobo.
yeah. The first one is Bobo, but yeah, probably Paman Kumbul because he loves to eat.
Paman
Paman
Gembul.
Gembul, yeah,
And
yeah.
in Netherlands, what's the name? Paman Uncle Slokop?
Oom Slokop.
Om Slokop, yeah. His other favorite. But we know Padafit loves Bobo.
Yeah, everyone wants to be a favorite uncle. Yeah, I think Paman Kumbul is everyone's favorite uncle. Yeah, yeah. He's funny. He loves candies, cotton candies. He loves sweets, chocolates. So who does not love
Maybe
those?
not too much. Not too much sweet. Okay, maybe I will give the audience opportunity. Okay. Can we give the mic or yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you for the opportunities. My name is Farah. Yes, I'm one of those kids who grew up with Bobo. And I still remember the jingle of the ads back the day. Bobo teman bermain dan belajar. B-O, Bobo. Right. I enjoy it so much. Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, I read Bobo only if my father gives me as awards because it's for us looks like a little bit expensive back that day. So if I'm being good kids or I have a good course, my fathers will buy me a Bobo. And the things that I love so much from Bobo is Oki and Nirmala and Bona and Rongrong. And I remember back that day, my dad bought us the tickets to the Bobo show. And I'm so happy because I can see Nirmala alive and also Oki alive and Bona and Rorong alive. It looks like little kids' dreams. Wow, it's amazing. Wow, Bona is real. Like, yeah, that's the kids do. And yeah, we'll be doing the show again because I really enjoyed that day and I wish I have time to enjoy the performance or the show again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you don't find this kind of stories if you work somewhere else.
No.
Yeah. Every day we find new spirit by listening to such kind of stories, and that's what really pays to work in Bobo or to work for children. Yeah, we are honored to hear every stories like that. Yeah, thank you, Bu. Yeah.
So yeah, Pak David, maybe will there be another Bobo show like in the future? Because I think it resonates with why the Bobo Netherlands has a real life one, because it's like everyone wants to touch, wants to see, wants to be next to it.
Will there be another Bobo show? Operate Bobo, ya, mungkin ya. Operate Bobo, ya. Well, only if you are good. Only if you have good grades, yeah. Will there be? Well, there will be high possibility that if we people need to such moments in life, yeah, to go to such shows together with friends, families, and isn't that what we work for? Yeah, to create bonding between families and friends. If there is need, yeah, for that, yeah, why don't we?
Okay. Next questions. Oke. Here. Oh, mungkin yang sana dulu kali ya. Ya, yang belakang dulu. Ya.
Hello, my name is Evelyn. I'm one of those children who loves Bobo as well, and probably who thinks that Bobo is originated in Indonesia, from Indonesia. So just found out maybe during my college years that it's originated in the Netherlands. So it gave me quite a shock. But I'm just curious of to Bu Renske and Pak David, what made the Bobo, the original Bobo in the Netherlands, give so much freedom to Bobo in Indonesia? Like when I see the character, it develops Indonesia more development than the ones in the Netherlands. Like in Indonesia, there's a 3D effect, and also the ears got shorter, or maybe the clothes got different, showing wearing short pants and wearing short T-shirt. What made the proprietor give so much freedom to Indonesia's Bobo? And maybe Pak David, maybe do you have any story about when you were proposing on these changes to the original proprietor? Yeah. Do you have any interesting stories, or maybe you're accepted or you're declined, or I'm just curious. Thank you.
Thank you, Renske.
Yeah, I think what I already said before is that it's another country and it's another target group, and it's a fantastic local team that knows how Bobo needs to develop. And I think also when you see the development of Bobo from the first years, we were both, I think, similar. And then in the Netherlands, it started changing. I think that the Bobo that we have in the Netherlands right now is more appealing to the younger target group. And the Bobo here is more appealing to the target group that Bobo's here. Yeah. So I think that's why. I don't know if you want to add something to it.
Yeah, thank you. I have worked with other licensors before, other principals before, and by far, Bobo is the only one who gives us such freedom, to develop characters, to develop stories. There are families, it's like kids asking, "Mom, can I do this?" Yes, you can, gitu kan ya. So, like I mentioned before, I'm in the fourth generation of Bobo editorial team, and our previous editorial team started the localizations, started the local content, and they've been doing great jobs. And our current editorial team continue the job, and I guess that's what makes Bobo being a lovable character, being a lovable magazine, because it really resonates what children in Indonesia need.
And I also think that there's a lot of trust, because we both have the same mission. We both want people to, or children to develop, to explore. So we trust in...
It translates to the publishing.
We do the same. They do such a good job. So...
Okay, maybe we're going to take one last question. Okay.
Hello, my name is Annette. I have one question. Bobo is more than 50 years old in Indonesia. Will Bobo make an education park, or Bobo Kids Zone, or Bobo Library? Thank you.
Thank you. That's very nice question. Okay, Pak David mungkin.
Wow.
Shall we do the amazement or the amusement park together?
I have my team over there at
Pressure.
the back.
Suddenly pressure.
They know more about business than I do. I'm just a person who writes stories. And I'm not sure. I'm sure. what you said before itu already in their minds. Yeah, it's already in their, their books of plans or Excels of plan, Microsoft Words of plans. Yeah. I'm not allowed to look at their plans. Yeah, but somehow I heard things. Yeah, they mention amusement park. Gitu ya. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, Dek. Yeah.
Bu Renske,
we will
you want
see.
to add?
Yeah, it's my big dream. I have two more dreams for Bobo. The one is a movie in the cinema. We already have a story, but we want to have a big movie. And the second one, I can always imagine, the treehouse he lives in the Netherlands would be perfect for an amusement park. Yes, so yeah.
Let's hope. Yes. Okay.
I sign a deal in about an hour.
Yeah, can we talk about it afterwards?
Okay. Unfortunately, we have to wrap up. But before we conclude, I just want to say thank you so much, Pak David, Bu Renske. And I think we saw that the real life Bobo and then the animation Bobo. But I think both of you are the voices of Bobo. So maybe you can give a last personal message as the voice of Bobo, like to our audience, like to everyone, so they can ignite creativity in them. Bu Renske, maybe?
Yeah. Okay, I think we are very happy, or Bobo is very happy, that we touch lives of the children every day. Don't forget to keep playing, enjoy life, how important education and development is. Keep reading Bobo here in Indonesia. And also, if you like it or just compare it, look at our website or look at the Bobo Netherlands. Say hi to him. Really, it was really great being here, and I'm looking forward to all of you seeing the beautiful stuff upstairs, the Bobo stuff, also the first Bobo, and all the collecting items there. And in the Netherlands, Bobo always has one sentence he says, and I'm going to end with that, and I'm going to say, snuffel snuit, deze presentatie is uit.
Can you translate?
No.
Okay, that's our homework to find out.
It's like a stop word he says when he's curious, or he always says, sniffle snuit.
Okay, that's very interesting. Thank you, Renske. And Pak David, maybe last message?
Yeah, thank you very much for being a family. Yeah, to us, thank you very much for being a family for 50 years, and let's create another 50 more. Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Renske, Pak David, for your time. And also thank you Erasmus House and the 17.000 Pulau Imaji Foundation for this collaborative program. So join us for another collaboration at Jakarta Content Week on 12 November 2023 at Taman Ismail Marzuki, Jakarta, featuring a renowned writer supported by Erasmus House. Stay updated on our events by following us on Instagram at Erasmus House _Jakarta, at Pulau_Imaji, and at Jak10. For a recap of today's session, you all can check out the YouTube channels at Erasmus House channel, Pulau Imaji or Jak10. So last word from me is about Bobo. Bobo is a weekly children's magazine for age 6 to 12 in Indonesia, and in Netherlands for 3 to 6, that's expanded across platforms like websites and e-magazines. So connect with them on Instagram for Indonesia is at majalah_Bobo, and YouTube at Majalah Bobo. Dive in as reading fuels knowledge. Thank you very much. So I can't wait for another collaboration, and I can't wait to see what we have for Bobo in the next 50 years. So I would like to invite Mr. Nicholas and Mr. Peter for the photo session, and we have a little token of appreciation from Erasmus House and for the speakers.